This property I'm standing in right now is under renovation, but soon it will be one of my top quality rentals. But how do I make sure I find a great tenant who pays on time, takes care of the property, and never causes any problems? There's a simple process for that I follow. Over the past 20 years, I've never had a problem anybody paying late or wrecking my property. This is one of the big reasons why I've been able to scale my real estate business up to 5 million several times. And if you're curious on how to do the same, I'm actually looking for 2 to 3 people to help grow their business. If interested, all you gotta do is click the link below to book a free call with me. The only time when I ever had trouble was when I skipped my own process. I rented to a friend of a friend. That person didn't pay and I had to evict them. Since then, I've been following this process every single time and it works. Remember this, real estate is no different than any other business. Document what works and then make sure that you follow it every single time. Finding the best possible tenant is like hiring a person for a job. The challenges are identical. If you think about it, people promise you everything in that job interview, you look at their resume, but how do I make sure that the performance is on par with the promise? Real estate is no different. I wanna make sure that my potential tenants are trustworthy, reliable, and responsive as well. The way I do it actually is that I actually put these people through some simple hoops during the so-called interview process so that I get to test them a little bit. And that's what I'm about to tell you and describe today. Step number 1 in my process is called attract the right talent. And this is always on me because if I can't accurately describe the property, I can't expect the right people to show up either. Think about it. So we often complain about the quality of tenants coming in, but the first question is always about our own behavior and performance. Was I able to accurately state the facts, tell the truth, and set the expectations such that people actually can come on time and they know what to expect? That's always on us. So there are 3 elements that come into this, attracting the right talent: price, description, and pictures. Pictures is always the first step in my mind. Okay, so I want to make sure that I have professional grade quality pictures. I want to make sure that my description, the condition of the property, the features, everything is in perfect alignment with the pictures. And then pricing has to reflect those 3. Since most of real estate is actually a commodity, it's really hard for me to overprice my rental. I don't even try to do it. I want to be on par with the competition and make sure that the description, the way my property looks, how clean it is that factor that differentiates me from the rest of the competition. And here comes my second step. Filter before you show. I'm very different compared to everybody else here. I know for a fact. This is more manual, but this is my difference maker. This is why I get those good quality tenants. I'm about to reveal it to you now. Let's say I post a rental ad. It's a highly desirable unit and I get anywhere between 25 and 30 people contacting me over the first 48 hours or so. Most of these people use the portal. There is a contact form that they just, put this generic statement or click on this template saying, hey, I want to see the property. When can I come? And here's the thing. I never organize any public showings. I never ever let anybody come and see the property without me screening them first. Okay, here's how I do it. Let's say 25 people contacted me. I sent every single one of them a personal text. It's my template. I have 4 standard questions in my template. And here are the questions. Who are you? Where do you come from? What's your background? That's number 1. Second thing, why do you like my unit? Please explain. And number 3, when can you move in? And 4, do you have good credit? And you would be surprised that according to my data over the last 20 years or so, roughly 15 to 25% of those 25 people ever reply back to me. That's shocking to me. But here's the whole point. If so few people can ever reply to a simple text, how can I then expect the same people to take care of my property or pay their rent on time? That's the point, I can't. So this is my first way of screening these people, seeing if they have motivation, if they can go through some very simple hoops to secure this highly desirable unit that I have. So that's how I screen my people for the first time, before I even take my next step. Okay, after step 2, obviously comes step number 3, pick the best fit. So here's what I do. Remember, originally I had 25 people contacting me. Let's say 20% ever replied back to my personalized text. So that's 5 people. Then what I do is that I actually schedule one showing where I have back-to-back 15-minute mini personal private showings with these 5 people. And ideally I schedule them for one afternoon. Sometimes I have to break that into 2 parts, but that's okay. I'm willing to go through the extra mile, put in the extra effort to make sure that I find the best tenant. So ideally, let's say Monday afternoon, I have everybody coming, all these 5 people coming back to back every 15 minutes or so. These people know beforehand, they need to let me know when they are coming, when they are at the front door downstairs so that I can pick them up. They know that they have 15 minutes. I have communicated all of this. So when they come, it's a private showing. First of all, it feels more personal to them and I get to interview them. They also have a bunch of questions for me and they appreciate it because they are not rushed. 15 minutes is plenty. These are smaller units. It's not like it's a 3,000 square foot house. So after 15 minutes comes the next one. I complete these 5 back-to-backs. And here's the thing. After every single 15-minute showing, I tell these people, okay, take your time. You don't need to let me know now. I want you to go back home and text me again or call me end of today or latest tomorrow morning. Why is it that I don't sign the contract right there and then? Because so many people, they have cold feet after the fact because they feel that they are pressured into signing the contract. So I actually want to make sure that they have time to think about it. And that is another way how I find those motivated people who stay in my unit. So let's say if all those 5 people, I completed the showings, they all go back. And then again, that's another step to see their motivation, test their motivation if they truly like the property because they had some time to reset, right? So let's say out of those 5, 2 come back to me saying, I'm truly interested. And then I'm in a position to pick the best one or send the contract over and then we get the paperwork done. But this really is my process as far as 1, 2, 3. Being a landlord doesn't have to mean headaches. You just have to treat it like hiring for a job. You put people through the simple but fair process to see who shows you they can handle the responsibility in the end. Do you need help setting this up for your business? That's why I offer this free consultation call. All you gotta do is click the link below and book that free call with me. That's all for today. Thanks for being here and I'll again talk to you in the next video.